This is a Pokemon card. This is the same card, only with a twist. Can you spot the difference? Both cards are essentially the same design card, except for the fact that one is considered a misprint. Right now, you're probably asking yourself, what exactly are misprints when considering the Pokemon TCG? Do they add value? Well, in some cases, yes they do. In others, no they don't. And in some cases, the corrected versions may even have a greater value. So to answer that question, really, all I can say is it depends. There have been a lot of misprinted Pokemon cards over the years, so today we'll just focus on the early WOTC or Wizards of the Coast misprints. A misprint is defined as when a card is produced with an error or defect on the card design itself. This isn't to be confused with OC or off-centered and miscut cards. Those are when the production factory misses the cut lines indicated on the sheets being rolled out. And that's a whole other topic for a whole other video. When the Pokemon TCG was in its infancy and still under the helm of Wizards of the Coast, or WOTC, there were a lot of early production misprints. So, let's get back to these two Pikachu. When WOTC printed the Pokemon TCG in English, the Pikachu artwork was originally intended by artist Mitsuhiro Arita to have red cheeks. But then, Nintendo rationalized that Pikachu is using electric attack in the picture, and therefore should have yellow cheeks. This caused later iterations of the card to change from red cheeks to yellow cheeks Pikachu as the normal version of the card. Though this red cheeks Pikachu is not technically considered a misprint, most people still label it as such. This makes it one of the oldest and most well-known misprints in Pokemon TCG history. That technically isn't a misprint. Let's move on to the base set VULPIX HP misprint. This misprint may actually be harder to spot. Can you tell the difference between them? In this particular case, the health on the VULPIX reads HP 50 instead of the standard 50 HP. This was later corrected only in the 4th base set printing in the United Kingdom. So if you see someone trying to upsell you this HP 50 misprint VULPIX, tell them to fire spin themselves, as only the corrected version holds any real value. Let's take a look at the Dark ARBOK date misprint. Most people believe that this card holds value because of that misprint, but every single ARBOK was printed with this. Both HOLO and regular rare ARBOK were printed with the 3 inserted between the 2 and the 0 on the date 2000 at the bottom of the card. This caused the date to show 23,000 instead of the year 2000. This was never corrected and as such believed to be on all printed versions of the card. Now we're going to look at BLAINE'S Charizard and the English fighting symbol misprint. On most printings of this card, the description under its Roaring Flames attack, it reads, discard all fighting energy cards attached. This is a mistake, as the Pokemon uses a fire energy for the attack, not a fighting. First edition prints of this card never received a correction, while unlimited versions actually did. This happened very late in the Gym Challenge print run, and therefore makes the corrected versions the more rare, and therefore more desirable of the two. Let's end the video with a very valuable, very rare, and highly sought after misprint. The Dark Dragonite non-holo number 5. During the earlier sets of Pokemon TCG's tenure, holo cards and non-holo cards were printed with separate set numbers. In this case, the holo Dark Dragonite was numbered 5 out of 82, while the non-holo version was numbered 22 out of 82. This specific misprint, if you haven't guessed already, is the non-holo Dark Dragonite with a corresponding number 5 of the holo Dark Dragonite. This happened because a single non-holo Dark Dragonite, already mismarked with the holo Dark Dragonite numbering, was placed in the uncommon card sheet when printing. This means that if one was to hunt this card in packs of Team Rocket, it would show up in the uncommon slots of the pack. This also means that the card itself holds a lot more value than a regular non-holo Dark Dragonite, due to the sheer rarity and uniqueness of this misprint. Well, that's it for today, but there are plenty of more misprints to look at for future videos. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you can. Also, let me know below if you would like to see videos on misprints such as light heavy stamped first edition cards, shadowless cards, and much more. Lastly, I'd like to thank you for watching.